Squid Game, the South Korean series that shook the world, stands out not just for its gripping plot and nerve-wracking death games, but also for its profound commentary on pressing social issues. Beneath the mind games and shocking deaths lies a grim portrayal of the world we live in, especially for those at the very bottom of the social ladder. Its appeal goes far beyond entertainment. The series boldly exposes 6 major societal issues: economic inequality, personal debt, exploitation of the vulnerable, moral decay, the illusion of choice, and the human cost in a capitalist system. First and foremost, economic inequality is the foundation of the entire narrative. From the protagonist Ji-hun to the rest of the players, everyone is trapped in a desperate financial situation. Meanwhile, the so-called VIPs, those who control the game, live in unimaginable luxury, treating human lives as mere spectacle. The stark contrast between these two worlds, the poor fighting for their lives and the wealthy laughing while placing bets on them, reflects not only the wealth gap in South Korea, but also across the globe. Squid Game doesn't shy away from showing that in a society driven by money, economic disparity can rob people of both their dignity and their morality. Next is the issue of personal debt, a seemingly private burden that can be utterly destructive. Ji-hun is an unemployed father buried in gambling debts. Sang-woo, once a brilliant student, is now on the run due to financial fraud and massive debt. Most characters in the game are there because they see no other way out. This mirrors real-world struggles, where consumer loans, loan sharks, medical bills, and education costs become crushing burdens that push people to the edge. In reality, people might not die in literal games, but millions are slowly suffocating under the weight of debt and inescapable financial pressure. The third issue Squid Game exposes is the exploitation of the vulnerable, especially those on the margins of society. Ali, a Pakistani migrant worker, is exploited by his employer, denied his wages, and treated with disdain because of his immigrant status. Even within the game, he is manipulated and betrayed by Sang-woo, the very person he trusted. This isn't just Ali's story. It speaks for millions of migrant workers, ethnic minorities, and marginalized individuals, who are often the first to suffer when systems fail. Another powerful theme is the moral corruption born from ruthless competition. In the world of Squid Game, survival means betrayal, deception, even murder. Sang-woo, once a model of success, gradually loses his humanity and resorts to any means necessary to win. Relationships between characters, like Ji-hun and Sang-woo or Si-byok and Ji-young, are constantly put to the test. The show poses a painful question: does morality still matter when survival is at stake? In the real world, we may not be forced to kill, but fierce competition, the pressure to succeed, and the fear of failure often push people to abandon kindness and integrity. Fifth, Squid Game attacks the illusion of choice, a concept that seems humane but is deeply cruel. In the series, players are free to leave the game, but most return because reality outside is even more terrifying than death. They choose to play, yet in truth they are backed into a corner by the system. This is a metaphor for modern society, where the freedom to choose only exists for the privileged. The poor cannot choose quality education, decent jobs, or stable lives. These choices are nothing more than illusions in a world where the rules are always set by the rich. Lastly, the show emphasizes the dehumanizing price of human life in a capitalist society. When deadly games are turned into elite entertainment, people become products to consume, tools for profit and instruments for sick amusement. This serves as a scathing critique of extreme capitalism, where profit is valued above life and dignity. Death ceases to be shocking and becomes just another part of the game. While the poor suffer in silence from debt, illness, and despair, the rich spend fortunes for the thrill of watching them struggle. It's a disturbing vision of inhumanity that the series unflinchingly lays bare. In its entirety, Squid Game is far more than just entertainment. It's a wake-up call, an alarm bell warning of a society off course. A society where the wealth gap continues to grow, where morality crumbles under survival pressure, and where freedom is a painted illusion masking an unjust system. The series forces us to confront difficult questions. Are we living in a ruthless game without realizing it? Do we really have control over our lives, or are we simply moving across a board someone else set up? And more importantly, can society ever become fairer if we refuse to face the truth? What kind of ending do you think awaits us in the final season? Share your theories in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can uncover every mystery together, right up to the last second.